This is the Porsche Panamera Turbo S hybrid. Yes, it's a long name, I know. Anyway, I've driven multiple Panamera models such as the GTS and the 4S, and after driving those models, I don't really know why you need to buy this. With 671 horsepower, all-wheel drive and hybrid technology, the Turbo SE Hybrid was way ahead of its time. This is the exact same recipe for the new BMW M5. But in 2018, this had a sticker price of over £200,000. But now you can pick them up for £60,000, which is much of a better deal. But still, at £60,000, that's a lot of money. But it's a lot of car, because when you compare it to other Panamera models, this looks like a no-brainer. I'm Max Tatavani, welcome to Driven Plus. So why would you buy this over a BMW M5, Mercedes E63 S, I suppose, or the Audi RS6? Well, firstly, it's a Porsche, so that kind of speaks for itself, and I like the shape the Panamera gives you. But let's be honest, the reason you're buying this car over its rivals is its driving dynamics. Porsche literally do it best. Quite a heavy car though, weighs in at 2.3 tons. Mind you, that's light now thanks to the new BMW G90 M5. But do you really need 700 horsepower in a four-door family car? Most people will think, no, it's unnecessary. Well, here's what I think. It's not unnecessary when it makes this noise. Oh, V8 power. Unleash it all. That sounds absolutely incredible. And I just love the sheer brute power a V8 petrol engine gives you. And diesel, I suppose. If you want a V8 diesel engine, that is an actual option in the Porsche Panamera. And if you want to watch my review on the Porsche Panamera 4S, which is a V8 diesel one, then click on the pop-up banner now. Beautiful car that was, I remember it very well. It was finished off in crayon. And the Panamera has been about for a few years now, and the first Turbo S model came in around 2011, which came with a 4.8 litre turbocharged V8 engine. But let me show you what comes in this. Under the bonnet of this car sits a twin turbocharged 4-litre V8 engine, and this engine is found in different cars such as the Audi RS6, Bentley Continental GTC, Lamborghini Urus, and it produces 671 horsepower and 850 newton meters of torque. Now, as you would have heard at the start of the video, this is also hybrid, so it's got a 14.1 kilowatt hour battery, and that gives you a claimed range of around 25 miles. The battery produces 136 horsepower and the engine gives around 550. Porsche say it's got a top speed of 192 miles per hour and an 0 to 60 time of 3.4 seconds. So let's find out. So the owner of this car has asked me not to engage launch control. So the only reason I'm telling you that is that it will have an impact on the 0 to 60 time. So to help me, all I'm going to do is put the car in Sport Plus and kind of just plant that right foot to the floor. On your screen now are the stats and figures on this car, so pause your screen if you'd like to look into them. Okay, well, here we go, I suppose. This is quick, 3.45 seconds. It's basically done what Porsche says without launch control. Imagine this thing with launch control. To be fair, it did break traction. So let's go for one more launch to see if that's put any heat into the tyres, because I think we can creep into the 3.3. Maybe with a brake boost. Oh no, it's broke traction again. There you go. It's so quick, this thing. This is an absolute beast. Oh, I love this car already. Oh, I love these types of cars. Anyway, that's what it stacks up against, and let's go back to the review. Now, when a car weighs 2.3 tons and has almost 700 horsepower, one thing you need is stopping force, and I can assure you this does have plenty of that. These front calipers here, 10 pistons, the rears are 4 pistons, and the carbon ceramic brakes. Now, if you are to buy this as a used car, which most of you will be, it's just keep in mind these are very expensive to replace, so if you can get Porsche warranty, I highly recommend it. The interior is probably my favourite part about the Panamera. It's luxurious but sporty, the use of high quality materials. There's no squeaks going on in here. It's so solid. But I like how spacious it is, but at the same point, it's very driver focused. I love this center console here. You feel penned in, but there's loads of space. The driving position is just bob on. And one thing I particularly like is the fact you've got the analog clock or analog dial for your rev gauge, and then by the side of that you got your digital driver's display, but they're laid out as if it's like a you know, your normal conventional Porsche analog dials, but it's all digital. It's a nice mix. And then when you come to the steering wheel, leather, that still feels brand new, and the paddles, it just is. Porsche knows how to build a car, and it's just fantastic. And here's all your switch for your e-power, hybrid, sport plus, so you've got all different driving modes there. When you come to the infotainment screen, this is all touchscreen too. Bose surround system, so you've got 4 different types of sound system to play, which is fantastic. One thing which is a little bit annoying on these Panamera is this climate here, so you have to open this air vent via the buttons, which is just a bit of a faff if you ask me. But all your buttons here like haptics, or they're touch sensitive, so that's all very nice. 2 cup holders in the middle. Your glove box in the middle is quite big, to be fair. You've got a 12-volt socket and a USB too, and these seats are a great mix of that they're snug, but also they're really comfortable, and these will be heated and cooled, which is a good point. So, well, mind you, this car was £218,000 new in 2018. You'd expect at least cooled seats. This is also fitted with Porsche's InnoDrive cruise control, so it will scan the road ahead and know when you come into like an incline, and it'll use the sat-nav's traffic system to slow yourself down. It's a very clever system. And of course, you've got the panoramic sunroof in here. It's split, so it's one in the front and one in the rear. Speaking of the rear, let's see what it's like. Now, when we come to the back of the car, one thing is soft closing doors. Again, £218,000. I'd expect a personal massager in here. But when you open this thing down here, you've got the cup holders there and 2 USB sockets. You have an armrest which comes down here. Is there any fridge with champagne? No, for £200,000. You don't get that. Turbo S embossed onto the headrest. And one thing which you might have noticed is the fact that this is a 4-seater. Yes, understand there's a big, well, family saloon car is what Porsche would describe it as, but it has got 5 seats, so you can't fit anyone in here. However, it does have ISOFIX, and you have this kind of touchscreen in the back here, which is all very cool. Rear seats are heated and cooled, and you can control your blind in the back there, so that goes up and down. It's very luxurious in this car, and I tell you what, oh yes, I'll tell you what, if I just bring this down, it's very comfortable. I mean, your leg space is impeded by, that's my driving position in the front, so leg space could be better, but head space is good. And of course you've got this somehow, it's just a glass which lets a lot of natural light in from the top. But overall, comfortable. Couldn't go for hours in here, but I could do short journeys because I'm 5'11". I want a bit more space for my my legs here to stretch out. Other than that though, comfort levels are very good. The only problem about this car is its boot space. Now, if you were to compare it against, say, GTS model or any other Panamera model which isn't the Turbo S e-hybrid, it normally comes with around 500 litres of boot space. This comes with 405. So why is that? Well, remember, it's a hybrid. The battery has to go somewhere, so it's in there. But the rear of these Panameras just looks so stealthy. However, this does have a trick up its sleeve. Extend the spoiler, please, James. Look at that. It's like Batman, some more downforce there to help put all this power down. Quad exhaust, Porsche badge, Turbo S, it's beautiful. Now this is fitted with the sports exhaust, so can we rev it in comfort mode first, please, James? Wow, how's it going to get better than that? Well, put it in sport mode and let's hear. Oh, oh, that's so bassy. Let's get on the road. The thing I really like about these high-powered saloon cars is that you could quite easily use it for anything. It's a 4-door supercar. You can put the kids in, put the dog in. You're going to use it on your way to work, and whilst you're on your way to work and you come across a set of lights and you've got a guy there in his suit, all smug about himself, sat in a Ferrari, and you're there in your Porsche with 671 horsepower, e-hybrid thing, which does 0 to 60 in 3.3 seconds. You floor it, you leave him for dust, and you make him question his decision. That's what I like about these cars, but all this power and technology comes at a price. Big V8 engine up front, hybrid technology. This thing weighs 2.3 tons, which I would have already told you, but how does that affect handling? Well, the weight distribution is actually very good because you've got the electric motor in the back of the car. As soon as you start pushing on, you kind of forget that this thing weighs 2.3 tons because you realize how balanced the car is on the road, and you combine it with Porsche driving dynamics, and this thing, it fills you with confidence, so much confidence. And the good thing is, as soon as you apply the brakes, you've got those 10 piston calipers in the front, and they bring this big beast to a stop. And as soon as you come round the corner, you plant your right foot, oh my God, and there's absolutely no turbo lag. And you put your foot down and you get this initial gut feeling, and that's when you know a car is fast. And this is so deserving of that Turbo S badge. Ladies and gentlemen, this is definitely a Turbo S car. But the thing is though, although this car is very good at driving fast, as I said before, you'll be using this on probably your commute to work. So how does it respond as a normal car? Well, let's take it out of Sport Plus and let's put it in normal mode. And normal mode for this Turbo S e-hybrid thing, such a long name, isn't it, is hybrid mode. So it utilizes the V8 engine and the electric motor, of course. And the good thing is about this car, as standard, it comes with adaptive air suspension. So it can firm up and it can soften up. And when you take it out of Sport Plus and you put it in this hybrid mode, it becomes, well, it comes from this supercar slayer to this really civilized family saloon car, in which is properly shocking to think it's got 671 horsepower under my right foot. It's just now an absolute dream to drive. It glides over the roads. It utilizes the hybrid system very, very nicely. Oh, this is the best of both worlds. What a car this is. And to think it's 7 years old, way ahead of its time. And it's really easy to live with. The steering is nice and light. This car is spec'd with the rear axle steering, so it's got four-wheel steering. So although it is a big car, it's actually very easy to maneuver. But I still can't get over how 7 years ago this car was over £200,000 and now you can pick it up for £60,000. Talk about depreciation, but hello, what a package this is now. And at £60,000, it's similarly priced to the F90 M5. But in my opinion, you're getting more for your money here because it's got better technology, it's got hybrid technology and more power. However, I do prefer the look and interior of the M5 though. And this Panamera Turbo S model comes with a 7-speed PDK gearbox, and it's very good. I've put my foot down, the car responds in seconds. So the gearbox is very good, like all PDKs, but as soon as we put it in manual mode and we put it in Sport Plus and start using the changes ourselves via the paddles on the steering wheel, oh, no delay. Like any PDK, probably the best on the market. Well, there is better, of course, such as like McLaren's and stuff, but for the money, PDK does the business. It's so good. So what's my thoughts on the Panamera Turbo S? Would I buy one of these or would I buy the M5? I would actually buy one of these because at £60,000, I feel as if you're getting more bang for your buck, in my opinion. The way it's put together, the way it drives, the way it sounds, the comfort levels. I think it is a step above an M5, if I was to be honest. I prefer like the sheer brute and look of the M5 because I am a BMW man, but considering everything you get right now in the used car market that this offers you, I don't really think many cars compete. It's a fantastic car, and it's a car I often forget about, to be honest. But anyway, I'd like to say a massive thanks to James for letting me get a video on this fantastic car today. I really enjoyed driving this car, and I hope you'd enjoyed watching this video too. Be sure to leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, and we'll see you all very soon. And if you're after a Mini, head over to the Mini Love Facebook page because James deals with Mini. So if you want to buy a Mini, James is your man. Anyway guys, thanks for watching and we'll see you all very soon. Thank you. Bye bye.